Hey, welcome to Pass the Popcorn. This is a special episode that we're doing in between episodes. Every now and then we'll do some special episodes on award season, or if there's something interesting we want to talk about. You'll notice in our last episode, or what we talked about in particular was we didn't do our Kernel of News segment. Mm-hmm. We talked about Step Brothers. And one thing I got to thinking, and Nick and I were talking about was, he's trying to earn his platinum status at Cinemark, and one of the things we really want to do is be at the movies this year as often as possible. And there's a lot of good stuff coming this year. Mm-hmm. So we're going to do in a fairly brief episode. This may be more of a 30-40 minute ish episode, a little shorter than normal, but we're going to kind of break down the calendar a little bit, tell you what's coming out if you don't really know. And maybe talk a little bit about what we're excited about these projects. We're going to go month by month through the calendar. What do you think of doing this, man? How do you feel about this?
I'm excited because, I think it's good to, be like, hey, this is one, so people know fully what's coming out because there's tons of times people don't. But then also, some people might be like, hey, I want to know about this movie, or, if people are interested in it, or there's some people who are like, I'm really interested in this movie. I want to know if other people are interested.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And so while we'll probably hit some major films, we might hit some smaller ones. We both have a very similar list, some information that I've put together from online research. But we're going to go month by month. So let's start in January. Anything in January. Now, January is what they typically refer to as the dead month.
Yeah.
It's where, now there have been movie successes, but it's where most movies go to die. Studios put movies there that, one, they don't have a lot of faith in. But here's the thing. In January, we once got Paddington. And that doesn't mean that January is filled with bad movies. It just means they don't know if they're going to do well.
Yeah.
A studio would never put a major superhero film in January. But they are putting a major superhero TV show, Wonder Man, in January.
Wonder Man. I'm excited for Wonder
now,
Man.
TV's different. It's very, very different.
TV's very different.
So let's kind of talk about some of these January. Anything on that calendar January sticks out to you?
The first thing that stuck out to me on this list is this thing on?
Okay. Daisy Ridley. Right? Is it Daisy Ridley?
Will Arnett.
Oh, no. I'm thinking We Bury the Dead, Daisy Ridley. Is this thing on? That's the Bradley Cooper.
Yeah,
Bradley Cooper's
directed.
in it.
Bradley Cooper directed it. Will Arnett's in it. It's him going through a divorce, who does terrible stand-up comedy, but people enjoy having him there for his presence. I keep seeing trailers for it saying it's in theaters now, but I guess we live in a place where it's not, because I think they wanted to get it in theaters in certain places so it could be considered for awards.
Yeah, so for those of you who don't know, it's a lot of movies have to be released before the end of the previous year to really be considered,
to be in consideration for the award season. So
then they go in expansion.
Yeah, you might see movies where you're like, oh, I thought this came out, and then it says oh, now it's in theaters. It was released in a very small amount of theaters, places, just
anywhere
so it can be
from
considered.
10 to 500, 1,000.
Yeah, it might not be released everywhere. So this one's been out in certain places. But is this thing on? I saw the trailer. I was like, it's out. I want to go see it. And it just wasn't showing anywhere here yet.
Yeah.
But now it's going to be coming out in January, full swing. I love Will Arnett. Arrested Development. That's Lego Batman, for people who don't know. He did a fantastic job as BoJack Horseman.
Yeah, it's a great show. Great show. Love that.
So that's one. That's the first one that jumped off the list.
Primate. What do you think about Primate? Primate is a horror movie about a monkey that kills people.
If I had a nickel,
I think this is going to be weirdly popular, but I think it's going to be really dumb.
I think they're throwing a lot at the wall as marketing. Like recently when you go, they're like, oh, we had people come see it early and we gave them heart monitors and their blood, their heart rate never came down and stuff like that. Interesting. If I had a nickel for every time a horror movie wanted to use a monkey, I'd have 2 nickels. This one and Nope.
Oh, and the monkey.
Oh, and the monkey. Okay, I'm sorry. I'd have a ton of nickels because apparently that's the trope. But Nope, I feel like having a monkey that is a part of a family that
animals in horror movies is
it's a rough one.
It's a pretty normal trope, and it's often pretty rough. 28 years later, The Bone Temple comes out in those. If you like those, they're fairly graphic. But early reviews right now are saying it's supposed to be really, really good.
I love Ray Fiennes, but for something about me, I love psychological thrillers. I love thrillers. Jordan Peele movies.
Yeah.
horror, I just can't get into it. I just can't. For some reason, it's like maybe it was the way I was raised. Maybe it's just an innate fear in my mind.
Gore, maybe
the gore does it for me. It just makes me like. That's just
it's not for
horror.
everybody. It's not necessarily for everybody. But I have enjoyed those movies. I do like that kind of horror. But it's I think there's a lot of different kind of storytelling that's happening. But they're not for everybody. I would not recommend.
Like I have a long time ago, I had seen 28 Days.
Yeah.
With Cillian Murphy.
The original.
I thought
one.
That was good. I like.
Well,
and
the fact that those movies are recorded, the way that they're made, is really interesting. Really interesting. Could be an episode in and itself. But
Hamnet is getting expanded. So
Yes.
Hamnet was another one that they had released. I saw that one. I talked about it on our podcast. That one's going to get more of a full release later in January.
You see that All You Need Is Kill is going to be. You know what All You Need Is Kill is?
No.
So All You Need Is Kill is going to be released in theaters. It is the anime that Edge of Tomorrow, Live Die Repeat is based on. And they're going to release that in theaters. And so that's actually kind of cool. And anime is killing in theaters right now.
Yeah, it is.
So All You Need Is Kill coming out in theaters. Yeah, from My Hero to Chainsaw Man this year.
Chainsaw Man
was huge.
Jujutsu Kaisen, Demon Slayer. Lots of and I think that's also really good. I love anime and I love watching anime movies, but they would release them and not many people. It wouldn't be like a big thing.
Yeah.
Now they're releasing them and they have the giant posters out in the lobbies. It's becoming more of a mainstream thing, which I think is really good because I got to be honest, anime movies sometimes the story is so good. Like if you think not an anime movie, but War of the Rohirrim.
Yeah,
I love War of the Rohirrim.
It was great. And I think it's something that's a palate cleanser, something a little different. You get the new Chris Pratt movie, January 23rd coming out, which I'm just going to tell you right now, I do not think it's going to be very good. I think it's going to be it doesn't mean you shouldn't go see it. I just don't think it's going to be great. I think it's going to get kind of panned.
If you like Chris Pratt,
maybe go see it. And I love Chris Pratt. But I'm calling it now. It's going to be kind of a rough project, in my opinion.
I'm looking here. One, for those who are big online, talking about horror movie, the Markiplier self-financed Iron Lung is going to be in theaters in January. For those of you who don't know, Markiplier is a massive, massive YouTuber. He loves filmmaking. He's been in movies. He's been in shows. And he wanted to make a horror movie based off of one of his favorite games. So he's making Iron Lung, supposedly.
Yes.
Because it does take place in a blood sea. It is hold the record for the most blood used in a horror movie. When you're in your main place is a sea of blood, you can't really.
Well, and so he's going to most likely though that movie will probably do well just because these YouTube creators have actually had a lot of success.
Lots of people like
major
Markiplier.
Audiences. The only problem with them is they're not getting as many screens as other movies.
Yeah, he did release a post where he thanked AMC, Regal, and I believe Cinemark because he was crowdfunding to get it put in theaters, and a lot of those places said, "Well, you can."
Yeah,
set
so
up in
good
our
for
theaters.
YouTubers. I think that's awesome that they're putting stuff out there. It will get overshadowed by Send Help.
It's going to get overshadowed, but what it is good.
Sam Raimi's Send Help. This is Rachel McAdams, Dylan
O'Brien,
your dude.
I love Dylan
about a
O'Brien.
really bad boss, and ultimately they get stuck on an island. It looks quite interesting.
But yeah, what's good about go back to Iron Lung for a second. What's good about Iron Lung, and for YouTubers, for somebody like me who I like making short films, you get it shows that it is possible. Like, granted, Markiplier has a very large audience, and he got that not from filmmaking, but it shows that you can do it yourself because he did it himself.
Oh yeah.
And that you can, if you make entertaining things and you make stuff that is good, it is possible.
Yeah. Who was the one that released one earlier this year? The YouTuber. Do you remember? That released one that was earlier this year, and it was a big hit.
The one that I remember, I don't know if it was this year, but it was Talk to Me.
Oh yeah.
That was made by YouTubers. That was made by by Australian YouTubers. This year, I'm not sure. I'm blanking. Was there one that came out this year? He's looking it up. While he's looking it up, let me see. We're kind of towards the end of January.
What was the name of that movie? Oh my gosh. If I come to it later, I will think about it. But like But there was one that another major YouTuber had actually released. If you think about it, leave it in the comments.
Yeah,
for
if
us.
you know, leave it in the comments.
I'm just blanking on it. But that leads us into February. So let's go to February here. February is, a decent month. There's a few things that are going to get released.
GOAT is the first one that jumps out to me. I'm so excited for that movie. Not even simply because of like its premise, but it's made by the people who made Spider-Verse. And Caleb McLaughlin is the main character.
Although the joke in the trailer about farting in the gas
monkey's
mask in the
mouth,
face
that's
is terrible.
childish. It's awful.
It's horrible.
But it's a kid's movie.
It's a kid's movie, so they'll love that kind of stuff.
They're gonna. Did anybody else watch SpongeBob? We look at SpongeBob and Patrick's cheeks in that movie.
Yes,
a lot.
Exactly. But then in February you're also we get Solo Mio. Angel Studios really releasing some stuff this year, and their marketing's really pushing stuff. You're gonna get Another Strangers Chapter 3.
Mm-hmm.
The Stranger movies are all terrible though, and they're all doing terribly, and I don't even know why they keep releasing these.
Ooh, can we talk?
Because they made them. I guess.
It is probably going to be the best horror movie released in February.
Yeah,
Scream 7.
Oh yeah, Scream 7 is coming out.
I'm so
end of February.
I'm so excited. So I'd never watched Scream before. Me and Rob Brown this time last year. We had a day where we were just watching movies. That's where I got introduced to Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
Yeah.
I watched Parasite fully, and we watched Scream. And I loved it so much that I went home and I binged 2 to 6.
He had never seen any of them.
And then,
but to be fair, I've shown him most of the movies.
And when I heard that they were making a 7th one, and they were bringing Sydney back.
Yes.
And Stu Macher's supposedly supposed to be back.
Yeah, I believe this will be a modest hit. We're talking a pretty decent opening. When it comes to what's released at the beginning of the year, it has the track record to most likely. I mean, Send Help could be a pretty decent opening.
Sam Raimi.
But even still, I think that's the one that's going to be the first. But you could have some big things happening here. A couple of things happening in February we are getting Wuthering Heights.
Oh, yes.
Wuthering Heights with Jacob Elordi.
Margot Robbie
from
Greatest Love Story Ever Told.
From the same director as what was that movie that she made? Oh my gosh, what was the other? I feel like such a bad. I should be more prepared. I'd be more prepared. But yeah, it's gonna be a good one.
Oh, How to Make a Killing with Glenn Powell, A24. Yes. For our Christian viewers out there, I Can Only Imagine 2. It's coming out in February.
Oh yes.
Because you can only imagine not once, but twice.
Oh yes, absolutely. Oh yes, the director of that one is Emerald Fennell. She made Promising Young Woman. Ooh. And Saltburn.
Okay.
Did you ever see either of those? Yeah, we won't talk about those.
We gotta talk about Saltburn. Of course, she has Jacob Elordi.
But Emerald Fennell, yeah, like she's made a lot of those. So that one could be one that's talked a lot about online. You're gonna see a lot of chatter about that one. Like you said, Glenn Powell, How to Make a Killing.
I'm so excited for that.
That could be really cool.
I love Glenn Powell. A24. I mean, I've loved A24 for a while. That's a great. What I love about A24 is they're not a major studio. They are mainly just the financiers and the ones who market and produce and send out the movie.
Yeah.
And what I love about A24 is similar to, I guess you could say, like we've said, Netflix. They swing on a lot of stuff.
Yeah. No, they bring some really interesting movies.
Yeah, I've not really seen an A24 movie that I was like, why?
Yeah. No.
Like their stuff is pretty good. Like they made Marty Supreme. How to Make a Killing they're making.
I think Begonia was released by them.
Begonia was like, if you see like a movie that you're like, wow, this seems like less actiony, less IP, it's probably A24.
Although Civil War I think was released by them, and Civil War was incredible, and Warfare. Mm-hmm. So they're starting to get a little more into like war genre movies, but they're also very, very good.
Their main thing is they want it to be a good story.
Yeah. It's really story over everything else, which leads us into March.
Pixar has a movie. Hoppers.
So Pixar releases these movies in between their major releases that are usually movies that were like potential cutting room floor, meaning they're not going to be as high quality as their summer releases.
Yeah, or they're testing out new animation styles and
Yeah.
new techniques.
And Hoppers is very much that, which it'll probably do decent because there's not much for kids happening in theaters at that point. I mean, Goat comes out a couple weeks before,
Yeah.
but it's got a couple of weeks on it. That's typical a time that we take my son to the movies, and even as he is an older, he's older now, he still loves and going to see all Pixar movies. So Hoppers should be a lot of fun. It should be great. I don't think it'll be a massive Pixar success.
I think they're just reminding people that Pixar is around for what's coming later in the year.
Yeah. The Bride. So The Bride is coming out. That's the one with Christian Bale.
Yes.
And it is a Maggie Gyllenhaal. So Jake Gyllenhaal's sister. She is also directs a lot of movies. She's releasing this movie. This is about the Bride of Frankenstein.
Nice.
And so very, very, the trailers have been out. Looks very interesting. I don't know if this will be a huge hit, but it could be interesting.
Yeah.
For the Netflix Peaky Blinders fans, you got a Peaky Blinders movie coming. Cillian Murphy in it. So you've got that. So beginning of March.
Nate Bargatze.
Nate Bargatze
has The Breadwinner coming out.
Oh yeah.
But then I think the biggest movie of March, Project Hail Mary.
Yeah, that's going to be huge, and I think that's going to be the first major hit of the year.
I think that. Yeah.
I think Project Hail Mary is going to be the first major hit of the year. I mean, I hope. I don't think Project Hail Mary is a $1 billion movie. I don't think it is, but I do think it's a movie that will probably make upwards of over 600.
That is a movie that I'm saying now you'll want to see in theaters.
Yeah, it's made for IMAX. And let me tell you something. If you like audiobooks, go right now and get Andy Weir's Project Hail Mary, download it immediately and start listening to it. Listen to it before you see the movie. I listened to The Martian before I ever saw The Martian. This is Andy Weir. The Martian book is so good. There's so much more to the story. Project Hail Mary is brilliant. And honestly, as a book reader and listener, they could not have done better with the casting in this movie.
Ryan Gosling.
They couldn't have done better than casting this movie. Everybody looks so great in this. Project Hail Mary is it is the movie I am most excited about in the first part of the year right now. It's my next most anticipated.
I agree with you.
movie.
I think that's going to be
behind Primate.
I think that's going to be.
I'm just kidding. I don't want to see Primate.
I think that's going to be the first big hit for the year. There's a lot of good stuff coming up, but I think that's going to be the first whoa.
Yeah. You know what is and a lot of people are not going to pay attention to this, but what may give it a run for its money is Billie Eilish is releasing her concert film.
Oh, especially in 3D.
That same weekend.
I saw the trailer for that in 3D for Avatar.
Yes.
And it was crazy.
And this movie, this concert film that Billie Eilish is releasing is filmed by James Cameron. He made this movie. So she's swinging big. She's going for a big, and we've seen Taylor Swift and we've seen Beyonce and several of these artists release major. We're talking number one. Now, do I think it'll beat Project Hail Mary? I would say there's no way, but it could be a big weekend. That could be the first big weekend of the year, March 20th. But we're also starting to get a little bit closer to Easter at that point.
Yeah. In April, I'm looking at here, there's not a ton. There is a big one.
You get another Ready or Not movie. Ready or Not, Here I Come.
Cool.
Ready or Not 2. Did you ever see the first one?
Nope. I know one of my favorite actors is in it.
Which one?
Adam Brody.
Oh, yeah.
But
new cast.
Oh, thank God.
New cast in this one.
April doesn't have too much going on. There is one, in my opinion, one big movie coming out.
We all know it. It's a Super Mario Galaxy movie.
That's going to make $1 billion.
Yes. That will be the first $1 billion movie of the year.
That movie, the first Super Mario was so, for all of the hate that people tried to spit out into the world before that movie. Oh my gosh, it's Chris Pratt. It doesn't sound like the Mario from the games. If you wanted to sit there for 90 minutes and watch Charles Martinet go, wahoo, you're crazy. You're crazy. I did not need 90 minutes of Mario sounding like he does in the games. Chris Pratt killed it. Jack Black killed it. Keegan-Michael Key killed it. Charlie Day killed it. Anya Taylor-Joy killed it.
Mm-hmm.
Ben Safdie's going to kill it as Bowser Jr. I know some people are like, oh, his voice, why does he sound like an adult? Why? He's a turtle. He is a turtle.
Yeah.
It's not that deep. And Brie Larson is going to crush it as Rosalina. Another one of my favorite Mario characters. My two favorite Mario characters are getting introduced in this movie.
You get some interesting movies, honestly, coming out that'll happen through April. But April, there's not a ton happening here other than Michael. Michael will get released. Michael is the Michael Jackson film, which was originally supposed to release in the holidays, and I believe that they made a very, very smart move moving into April. They're going to release it towards the end of April, right before May starts to get crazy with movies. I think Michael, if done right, if the reviews are positive for Michael,
it could be like another Bohemian Rhapsody.
It could be $1 billion movie.
Yeah, it could. It honestly,
people don't remember how massive Michael Jackson was and was all over the world.
Yeah, that movie is going to do. It should do really well here.
Yes,
it should do really well here. I believe it's going to do much better like places overseas.
Yeah,
I think it's going to do much better places overseas. But that's going to be good. That's starring his nephew Jafar Jackson.
Yeah.
It's a biopic. I will say
who's playing him?
Who's playing Michael?
Yes, and sounds exactly like him.
He does a really good job. I will. The last I want to say like biopic like this that I saw based on a musician was not good. Was not great. It was the Whitney Houston one.
Oh no, that one was terrible.
That one was awful. So the fact that this is the next like big musician biopic that we're getting, I'm excited.
The last best one that I saw was Timothée Chalamet,
A Complete Unknown.
The Complete Unknown. And
see, I didn't get to see that one. I haven't seen that one.
Oh my gosh, his Bob Dylan is incredible. He's so good. That was a great movie. Great movie. But also great director, James Mangold.
Mm-hmm.
So we're talking Logan, all of those films. April otherwise is pretty, like there's some stuff that's coming out that could have some, Bob Odenkirk's got a kind of action movie.
Yeah.
Bob Odenkirk's kind of starting to fall into this like
he's taking
Liam
Neeson, the role that Bruce Willis kind of left open when he unfortunately had to step away from Hollywood.
Jason Statham, some of these guys, they release pretty throwaway action movies, but it doesn't mean they're not fun.
People love them.
And people love these movies.
People love them.
And good for Bob Odenkirk, because I love Bob Odenkirk. He's great. This leads us to May, and at the beginning of May, we get two big ones right here. One is Devil Wears Prada 2.
Devil Wears Prada 2.
Now, you've never seen Devil Wears Prada, which I'm going to show you prior to, and Devil Wears Prada is a great movie.
Got to give my parents a shout-out for that one. The movie said devil in it, so they didn't let us watch it.
It has nothing to do with the actual devil. Devil Wears Prada, great. Meryl Streep, Anne Hathaway, Emily Blunt, Stanley Tucci, great cast, great movie about the fashion industry based on a book. But that same weekend, we also get
Animal Farm.
From
Angel. Okay,
Angel Studios.
Angel
baby.
Studios has been throwing out heat. Has been throwing out nothing but heat. But what is blowing my mind about this movie is the cast. Angel Studios, for those who don't know, is a Christian movie production company. And like the way that they make their movies and they decide to make their movies is typically they have a guild of people who buy into their studio and they vote and they fund these movies.
Yes.
So typically when you think about it, like people who are involved in these movies and the making of them, you're like, okay, they must have at least some belief in the same theology or the same feelings as them. This movie stars Seth Rogen.
Yeah.
As like the main character.
It's directed
by Andy Serkis.
Yeah, by Andy Serkis, the voice of Gollum from the Planet of the Apes movies. And he's a great director. He directed one of the versions of the Pinocchio movie.
Mm-hmm. And like you think about it, like when you think about Angel Studios, like they came out with David, they're coming out with Solomio, they're getting names.
Yes.
Like Kevin James is in Solomio. Animal Farm has you could go through the entire. I think isn't Gaten Matarazzo in it too?
Mm-hmm.
Like it has a stacked cast.
Massive.
Like, so Angel Studios is really trying to fill that space for kids' movies.
And if you notice, here's what's going to be really kind of divisive for Animal Farm. Animal Farm, they're advertising it as a animated movie for ages 11 and up. So we could end up getting a lot of like angry families that are not paying attention, that they take their kids to see this movie. And because this is based on a very old book, a book that is incredibly important, but also is controversial to some. This is ultimately going to be very interesting, seeing them release this. I think some studios maybe didn't want to touch this, but if Angel Studios does it right, this could be this could be a game changer for them. It could be a game changer. That same weekend, you also get a movie called Hokum, which is a new indie Irish horror movie, and it's got Adam Scott in it.
Nice.
And it looks very, very interesting if you like that. But May is stacked.
Oh, you got Mortal Kombat 2.
May is stacked.
The Sheep Detectives.
The Sheep Detectives. If you have not watched the trailer yet, go on YouTube and watch the trailer for the Sheep Detectives. That sounds like a dumb concept. It's a great concept. We're talking Hugh Jackman, the voice of a ton of actors, and it's about sheep who he reads stories to them about murder mysteries, and now they have to solve his death. It looks brilliant. It comes out Mother's Day weekend.
Vibes.
What?
It gives Paddington
It gives
vibes.
such Paddington vibes. It comes out Mother's Day weekend. I think theaters are going to be packed that weekend. I think Mortal Kombat 2, better be careful. Sheep Detectives might be coming for it.
Sheep Detectives, it's going to appeal to a more broad audience.
Yes.
Than Mortal Kombat 2, unfortunately. Mortal Kombat 2 is going to tap into the gamers, the people who like Mortal Kombat. Nobody's taking their 4-year-old to see Mortal Kombat 2.
No.
You're going to get a lot more families going to see the Sheep Detectives. And then, from then until really towards the end of May, there's not a ton, but there's a massive
big
movie.
one. And it is going to be $1 billion movie.
It will be. I'm surprised they're releasing it not on the stereotypical day that this company releases movies for this franchise.
Waiting for July?
Yeah, no, it's not. It's not May the 4th. It's not on May 4th.
Oh, yeah.
It's later.
I think honestly they don't want to go against Devil Wears Prada and some of these other things.
Yeah.
And I think that Mandalorian Grogu coming out, one is a Star Wars franchise is going to be huge. I was telling Ashley as we were watching the trailer in the theater, it's like, this is going to be $1 billion movie. So like right now, in my opinion, $1 billion movies at this point are going to be Super Mario Brothers. That's absolute. Mm-hmm. And I think Mandalorian Grogu will get there.
Yeah.
Especially if those reviews are solid, then it will be a guaranteed billion. It's big all over the world. They love Grogu. We're talking
Grogu.
massive Star Wars opening.
What I'm excited for, because we haven't had a Star Wars movie in a minute. I'm excited for this because I love Dave Filoni. I love Jon Favreau. I'm so excited to see what their era of being in charge of Lucasfilms is going to bring.
Yeah.
Because this is the first one. We have Sean Levy's Starfighters.
Yes.
With Ryan Gosling.
Yep.
That they finished filming. They wrapped. So this is really the start of like a new era. And what I like, what they're doing, granted, he's been set up with his show, but what they're doing is they're giving us movies that aren't focused solely around the Skywalkers.
Yeah.
Which I love the Skywalkers. I love Star Wars, but I'm so excited for them to branch out because it's such a massive universe. It's so big.
Yeah, it's really big. And honestly, Mandalorian, while the last season was not as good as seasons 1 and 2, it's been consistently a pretty great show. And I think them, instead of trying to do another season, doing a movie was actually really, really smart.
Seeing the trailer, again, they had a special trailer for this in 3D for Fire and Ash, was sick.
Yeah.
This is going to be one that I, like, after seeing that, I want to see in 3D.
Yeah.
Like, I don't typically, like, hey, I need to see movies in 3D because what's the point? I want to see this one because I just love The Mandalorian.
I think something like this, again, the $1 billion ones, Project Hail Mary could be a lot of fun in 3D. Super Mario, obviously. Then you get into June here. We've got some very interesting. So, Masters of the Universe.
Isn't Jared Leto playing Skeletor?
Oh my gosh! Please don't. Please don't.
Isn't he?
He might be.
I'm pretty sure he is.
He might be. Let me look here real quickly. So, Master of the Universe, currently, yes, we do have him. But we also have Marina Baccarin. We have Idris Elba. And it's made by Travis Knight. So, one thing you need to know about Master of the Universe, it is a He-Man movie. Mm-hmm. Travis Knight also made Bumblebee, which in my opinion was massively underrated as a Transformers movie. It had a lot of heart. It was a great movie. I am so ready for them to release a trailer for Masters of the Universe. I grew up as a He-Man kid and Skeletor. I truly hope this is a big success. It will not be $1 billion movie. I think it's going to be, a little more on par with maybe a Project Hail Mary or something like that. Maybe a little bit less.
Is it live action? Is it animated?
It is live action.
Live action Jared Leto Skeletor.
So
till we meet again.
You're going to talk major CGI, but let's wait. I mean, I'm kind of holding out for that first trailer to come about, but I am
June is pretty stacked.
Yeah, you're getting that. You're getting Disclosure Day,
Spielberg.
the new Steven Spielberg movie. If you haven't seen the trailer, it's absolutely awesome. It looks amazing. This is going to take Steven Spielberg back to his roots of doing movies that are more, a little bit like War of the Worlds, Close Encounters, E.T., his sci-fi roots.
He didn't make that remake of War of the Worlds, did he? Please don't tell me he did.
The Tom Cruise one?
No, the one with Ice Cube.
Oh, God, no, he didn't make that. He didn't make it. And if you want to watch the worst movie of last year, go watch on Amazon Prime War of the Worlds with Ice Cube. It is officially the worst movie of last year, and maybe one of the worst movies ever made. It's absolutely horrible.
You get Scary Movie 6.
Scary Movie 6, which I think is brilliant to release another scary movie in the same year as Scream.
That's
but I'd like to see what other horror franchises they're going to tap into.
Toy Story 5.
And let me see. For Scary Movie 6, they are going to have back. It is Keenan Ivory Wayans, Marlon Wayans, Regina Hall, Anna Faris.
Nice.
The whole cast is going to be back for this movie.
That's good.
So that's going to be a lot of fun. But yes, we do get Toy Story 5.
Another Toy Story.
How do you feel about Toy Story 5 coming?
I'm excited. Do I believe the franchise should have ended at 3? Yes.
Yeah.
But it's Toy Story. Toy Story, the reason I feel like they keep making Toy Stories is it's big everywhere.
It's going to be massive
It
IP.
is, like Toy Story Land in Tokyo and Disneyland Tokyo is huge. Toy Story is big all overseas, everywhere. So they're going to keep making them. I love that the villain is an iPad.
Yes.
I love it. I'm so excited for it.
And will it be a traditional villain, or will it just be like an anti-hero? I don't know. We'll see.
I think it needs to be a villain.
We'll see. But and more, we're seeing a lot of families making decisions and going like, "Hey, we've been raising iPad kids our whole life. I've had iPad kids. I know that there is good to it and bad. And so I would love to see them tackle.
Oh yeah, like you are coming around to now. Like there was a whole generation that was that, and now you're coming around to people who are like my age having kids that are like, I'm not gonna.
My kid will not have an iPad.
Yeah, so it's gonna be really interesting.
Which I respect that. I absolutely respect that. I can see the damage done. So we'll see how much they get into and how they can kind of make that funny. Pixar's Toy Story 5 will be $1 billion movie.
Yeah,
$1 billion movie.
We end June with the next installment from the DCU,
Supergirl. Yes, Supergirl. What's her name? The actress.
Oh, Millie
Alcott.
Millie Alcott.
Yes,
I love Millie Alcott.
She's so great. She is in House of the Dragon.
She's Australian.
She's Australian. She still lives with her family. Still lives at home. Smart kid. Really, really good. Supergirl could be really good. Looks very Guardians of the Galaxy-esque.
Which I had talked to you about. I said, I wonder. I'm interested to see it because with James Gunn being the head of the DC studios, I'm interested to see a movie, not like a piece of media for that studio now that's not directed by him.
Yeah.
Because Superman directed by him, Peacemaker directed by him, written by him. I'm excited to see how much influence.
This is the Cruella director.
Yeah, I'm
Craig
excited
Gillespie,
to see,
and he's good.
How much influence he has over the movies.
Yeah. No, it should be great. It should. I think it'll be a lot of fun and a great movie. I'm gonna go ahead and say it is not going to be $1 billion.
I don't think it's going to be $1 billion. Superman wasn't $1 billion movie.
It's not going to be $1 billion movie. That leads us into July.
I think July is going to have $2 billion movies.
Yes.
I think it does. I think it will.
Possibly. July might have $3 billion movies.
That is true. It might.
It might. You start off the month with Minions 3, and the Minions movies, whether you like them or not, are gigantic money for Universal.
Memes, man. It's for the memes.
It's for the memes and everything. So you've got that immediately coming out. You've got a movie called Young Washington, which has got Andy Serkis and Ben Kingsley about a young George Washington, which is supposed to be an action movie.
That's going to be interesting. I saw the trailer. It's going to be interesting.
That they're releasing around July 4th.
Got the live action Moana,
which those movies. While I am not a huge fan of all of the live action movies, and I thought Lilo and Stitch was decent at best, they make $1 billion. They just do it.
They do.
I think that they needed to make this live action Moana movie?
No,
not
they
at
made
all.
it like there's so many other ones that like they could have done.
Yeah.
that are like older.
No.
Like if I were to think of a Disney princess movie that I'm like, hey, would it be cool to see in live action? Would be the last one they did in 2D, which is Princess and the Frog.
Yes.
But to each their own. I love The Rock. I love Moana. I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah. It could be $1 billion. So you already have 2 there. Then you get
Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey.
The Odyssey.
That's gonna be that coming out this month. The next one we're gonna talk about makes me wonder why they chose to not do it in like a different, like maybe June.
Yeah.
Maybe something, because you're gonna have this going up against
that weekend is always Christopher Nolan's weekend though.
Yeah, it's also why are not I'm not saying for the Odyssey to be put there. I'm saying for Spider-Man Brand New Day to be put there.
Exactly.
Because you're going to have Spider-Man Brand New Day, which I believe will be $1 billion movie because it's Spider-Man. And
I think they're going to bump Spider-Man. I think Spider-Man's going to get bumped back by about a week or 2. I think it's going to be an August movie, and that's not a bad thing because we're talking Guardians was an August movie and it was a huge success.
Yeah.
So I think they're going to end up bumping it back. Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey. Do I think it'll be a $1 billion movie? Oh, man, it really depends on the length of the movie and so many different things. Oppenheimer was $1 billion.
Mm-hmm.
So it could be. It very well could be. But I also believe Spider-Man Brand New Day, we're going to have to keep moving for time. But I know you're incredibly excited.
I'm incredibly excited.
Who is in this movie?
We have Sadie Sink playing somebody who we don't know. There's lots of speculations on who she's playing.
Yeah.
We're going to have Scorpion in it. And Tom Holland's back. Supposedly, Zendaya's back, and so is Ned. I don't know if they've said who the big bad is yet.
Yes.
There were lots of talks that they were going to bring back Toby and Andrew. I don't think you do that immediately in this one.
Yeah.
I know we're gearing up for a large multiversal thing later in the year. I think you don't bring them back in this because then that undercuts No Way Home. I think you do bring in Daredevil. Punisher's in it. I think Punisher's in it.
John Bernthal.
John Bernthal's Punisher. The Hulk's supposed to be in it. And it's going to be... It originally was supposed to be in between Doomsday and Secret Wars, so I'm really interested to see what happens. It's directed by the guy who directed Shang-Chi.
Yeah.
So the fight sequences in it, I am so hyped for.
Yeah. So could be really, really good. They've done a lot of street scenes, everything. It could be really, really awesome.
Mm-hmm.
August this is why I think they're going to move Spider-Man, and I'm calling it now. They're going to bump it back about a week or 2 because there's not a lot really here for it to compete with, which would give it a little more money. But Disney does this thing where it waits pretty long because it doesn't want to like show a lack of strength.
Mm-hmm.
They think sometimes moving a movie shows that they don't believe in it. I don't believe that's the case. I just think it would be a smarter move to move back. You don't have much. The only movie in that I'm truly excited about in August is Coyote versus Acme.
I thought that got canceled.
They are releasing
They
it.
uncanceled
They
it again?
uncanceled Coyote versus Acme, which ultimately is a Looney Tunes movie. It's a live action / Looney Tunes movie. It's got
Like Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
And everybody who said they saw it, or at least the execs that saw it, said this is one of the best Looney Tunes movie ever made. It's so good. They canned it. People protested for them to release this movie, and they are finally releasing it.
I think... No, as far as I know, I heard something about with the whole Netflix buying thing, but they said that Netflix might it got canceled, might get uncanceled. I really want it to come out.
Yeah.
Either way, I really want it to come out.
And I would love for them to eventually release Batgirl. No matter how good or bad it is, I'd like to see it.
Yeah.
I'd like to see it.
I think with Spider-Man, it depends. I think the people who would say move it back is Sony.
Yeah.
But then Disney would say no.
Yeah. No, I get it. No, absolutely. You get into September, and you got some interesting things. But Clayface is the most interesting one in that month to see them actually release.
I will say the re-release of Endgame. It's supposed to have an actual post-credit scene put in it that ties it into Doomsday.
Yes.
So that's not just. I think some people might see it as, oh, they're just trying to get more money. I think it is just a way of like, not they're gonna just to tie it in. Just to be like, hey, remember, there's an Avengers movie coming.
And I don't know if you remember the old movie with Sandra Bullock and Nicole Kidman, Practical Magic, but they're releasing a sequel to that. And apparently the Resident Evil, Zach Krager, who made Weapons, his Resident Evil movie is coming out in September too.
Okay.
And so you got some interesting stuff. Remember, September's more of a lower month. It's building up for October.
And that winter season is stacked.
It's stacked. So let's for time, you got Digger, the new Alejandro Inarritu movie, which has got Tom Cruise in it.
Tom Cruise in it. Street Fighter.
Absolutely. We got Street Fighter, which is going to, I think will do well. But we'll see how Mortal Kombat does. That could show us a little bit.
The Cat in the Hat, which that's just a kid's movie. That could be Bill Hader. It could be good.
Yes, it could be good.
The new Hunger Games movie.
Oh, yeah.
That's going to be.
That's November.
Oh, Meet the Parents 4. Nice.
Ebenezer, A Christmas Carol, made by T.I. West and has Johnny Depp. So T.I. West, who made Pearl and X and the horror movies,
nice.
He's making his own Christmas Carol with Johnny Depp in it and Daisy Ridley.
Nice.
That could be really, really cool.
That could be really good. I'm really glad Johnny Depp's getting back out there. The new Narnia.
Oh, yeah. The new Narnia. So
Greta
this
Gerwig.
one is, they're going to release it in theaters, but then it'll be a Netflix release. And it is made by
Greta Gerwig. Lady Bird, Barbie. Love Greta Gerwig.
All that kind of stuff.
She was actually originally supposed to be in the original How I Met Your Mother spinoff. Did you know that?
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, Hexed. Hexed is a new Disney movie.
Ooh, it's coming out on Prime, but I'm hyped for it. Madden. Nicolas Cage playing John Madden.
Yes, I love that. Yeah, the trailer looks really, really good.
Then in December, sorry we're rushing towards the end here, but I mean we're touching on them.
We're going to touch on, but the truth is we will hit more on these as they come later on, and most of these are we're just kind of like getting through some of these for time. But as the year progresses, we will probably, hey, we've heard more news about this movie. This looks interesting. But December
has banger like Violent Night. I don't know if you saw like Violent Night 1. I loved.
Oh,
I thought it was
David
great.
Harbour, such a good Christmas movie, fun, kind of Die Hardish. Really, really great.
The third Jumanji movie with The Rock. And
you've got
Kevin
the whole
Hart.
cast back. And do we have any new cast members? Let me look here and see if Jumanji 3, your same director, same cast. I don't know if they've added anybody new here. Yeah. They've got Danny DeVito back.
Nice.
Nick Jonas.
Nice.
Yeah. So basically everyone's back for this movie. So that's really cool.
Then we get,
and those are huge.
Yeah. Then we get this is going to be the biggest weekend in December.
Oh my gosh. I can't believe that they have put these both in the same weekend.
The biggest film weekend. This will probably be the biggest film weekend.
This will be the biggest film weekend of the year.
Aside from The Odyssey and Spider-Man. And that's Avengers Doomsday
and Dune
Part 3.
I can't. One of them is going to move.
That's going to be, I don't know. I don't think so.
Oh man,
I don't think so, because here's the thing, right? It's also during a time when it's like Christmas break, so people will be going to the movies. Like you're not necessarily. You might be fighting for screens, but I think when you look at movie theaters, for the most part, like mainly like think of the Leighton Cinemark, that one is just gonna. All the screens are just going to be Doomsday and Dune.
Oh yeah,
that's just going to be the ones that they have in there.
And on top of that, you get a new Angry Birds movie.
That's great. I love that for you.
And a new werewolf movie. I mean, that is going to be the big one. That's going to be the big show, which is honestly, there's going to be all the trailer talk all year long. The minute we release a Dune 3, and Dune 3 is based on Dune Messiah, which is a very, very interesting book. But let's see how this turns out. Dune 2 was phenomenal. Dune 1 was excellent. Dune 3, man, can Denis stick the landing?
Can he stick the landing? And I think if any of them were to move, it would be Dune, because Doomsday is massive.
It is going to be a vacuum that will destroy anything in its sight.
That is like I would say, like Infinity War and Endgame and all, that one might become the most highest grossing movie.
Let's see what this next trailer looks like. So how this trailer, because we've got these release of these trailers. Let's see what the next one. It's supposed to be X-Men, which I think we've already been spoiled a little bit of that. Which sucks.
As apparently all of these leaks are just 100% legit, because every time I see them in theaters, that trailer is gonna slap.
It's gonna be amazing, and they're just building up. That as every one of these are better and better.
Yeah, they get like the Steve Rogers one was really just slow pace. Is like, oh hey, it's Steve. Thor talked. If you've seen the leaks for the X-Men one,
they're incredible. Absolutely
Holy
incredible.
cow.
Absolutely incredible. All right, that is the year. That's 2026. We have a big year. A lot more to come.
Mm-hmm.
But anything else you want to share before we close it up?
Hope you guys enjoyed this. We're going to try to do more stuff. So there's like, we have our weekly episodes of movie reviews, talking about the movies from the wheel, but then we want to incorporate some other little episodes throughout the week where it's just kind of like, hey, we're talking about the movies of this year. We're talking about the Academy stuff. Daisy commented on one of our episodes saying in March we should do a March Madness bracket of Disney villains.
Oh, yeah, that'd be great. Something fun.
Stuff like that where you guys are getting more than just us talking about movies, which is what you're here for, but we could do a lot more stuff. So.
Yeah, we'll keep it interesting. But we'll see you guys at the movies.